Tell you what we are celebrating. What we are celebrating today in Edo State is 365 wasted days. 365 days of Monday Okpebolo actively engaged in the destruction of the foundation he left. He came. But the problem has not focused on providing governance for Edo State. He has been focused on destroying what Obaseki had done. And I'll quickly run through it so that you will see we're all together. The first thing he did was to bring down the e-governance. Before Monday Okpebolo became governor for Edo State has elevated to be the first subnational in Nigeria to have enthroned electronic governance. A system whereby paper and files were being jettisoned. Governance was now being done on a digital electronic platform to ensure accountability and full-scale transparency. Whereby every civil servant in Edo State was given a laptop and a tab, whereby they could respond to mails and attend to government files and minutes on it for speedy and effective governance. That was a system that Liberia sent people to come and study in Nigeria to see what exactly is Edo State doing, how they are able to meet governance that is being practiced in Europe and America. Monday Okpebolo came on board and gathered that e-governance and threw it in the waste bin. As if that was not enough, when Okpebolo moved in, there was a Edo health insurance scheme. Before, when Obaseki was governor, Obaseki had put in place an elaborate health insurance scheme that was targeted at giving health, accessible and quality health to the poorest of the poor in Edo State. Pensioners were all enrolled. We could see people go to the hospital, and after they be treated, the bills amounted to about 75,000. Because they are under the health insurance scheme, you are made to pay a meager sum of 7,500, which is just barely 10%. That was to say that Edo State was interested in ensuring, because we know that health is wealth, that the people in the state are able to access cheap and affordable healthcare should the case they fall in. Monday Okpebolo came on board, he gathered those things and shoved them down the toilet. Nobody today, that thing is a sham, it's totally non-existent. As if that was not enough, Monday Okpebolo went straight for the digital tax remuneration that Obaseki had instituted to ensure that in our internally generated revenues, money is able to find access to the government coffers. It was a crime in Edo State for any tax officer to collect tax by hand. To say, what's your tax? You can't pay by cash, you can't pay by hand. All of those were properly digitalized. Even that to the bus junction, they were collecting tax using the government through POS and digital platforms. So that government money will find its way to government coffers and be used for ensuring governance for a vast majority of the Edo people. What did Monday Okpebolo do? When he came aboard, he saw that with this kind of digital system, he can't steal, he can't loot. He quickly broke down the system and brought in the Atalakpa recovery corporate that was owned and controlled by Tony Kabaka. You see, revenue before Obaseki left was about 7 billion per month. It didn't take up to 3 months for revenue to plummet down to 3.4 billion. And when they got to the all-time low of about 2.something billion, Monday Okpebolo had to angrily sack them out of office because he discovered that money that was supposed to be meant for the state was not being used by Agberos and Tog to build hotel, to buy car, Range Rover, and to improve the loss of their lives. When you go to regular that period, you see different Agberos wearing different uniform. It was as though they were doing inter sports. People were collecting revenue were more than the people that revenue was being collected from. All shades of uniform. You see red, you see blue, you see green, different kind of cap. Ritia, and all of them were out there. All they were doing, collecting revenue from one government. When the Okpebolo suffered that dangerous loss, he knew they could not continue. He chased them away. What did the institute? Shamed and line go back to say, Obaseki, let's bring their digital method of remuneration. They are caught in the web.